by the big fish. He doesn't travel too far these days, Jared, but just to get to where he got to was fantastic effort.
Mr. Efficiency.
Leckus there for the Hawks, along with Richard Taylor, Burgoyne.
Well, you want to see what's happening down the bench down here, boys. As you can see, one of these plays will be going on for either team.
That's
so they're playing fun
unbelievable.
and games at the moment.
Well, tell us what's going to happen, Dib. Make a prediction. Trying to crash his way through there was Kingsley. Not successful, boundary throw in. Now that is incredible, Jerry.
It is. It looks like the old days of British Bulldog.
Are you kidding?
First across the line wins.
Need a goal here.
I reckon Schofield will be coming on.
Tatslotto will be with us later on the evening, Dipper.
Hassel to Crow to Crawford. Oh, he was confident. Took Eagleton on and then delivers out wide to Woods, who drops the mark, but had some time. And around the body, Lyles on him. Francis, lovely mark against Cox. Just gave him a shove out. Delivers to Fegan. Fegan at centre wing. Can quickly go on. The kick towards Chalmers. Chalmers has got it. It's a good mark. One-hander at first and then controlled, and there's a magnificent long kick, this fellow. Peter McKenna's got a reasonable view of this. Is this kickable, Peter?
Well, I'm doubtful into the breeze, Bruce, but Salmon's a clever player. He quickly gets back to block up that hole. He's down there with Jonathan Hay. I don't think he can make the distance. Be a huge kick from just outside 50, Bruce. But he is a big kick.
To the goal square. Salmon's back. Through the fingers in the end.
Bruce, I was just thinking that, look, they've got to do something with this forward line or the game will be gone. I'd be whacking Wanganeen up, and look at that interchange as we see the old British Bulldog. I'd be getting Wanganeen up into the forward area.
Salmon backhander. Crawford improvising. Play on not 10. Taylor was courageous. McCabe inboard. Breaks the line. Leckus couldn't quite get through. Barlow under the gun. Burgoyne. Important ball to be won here. He threw it away, Burgoyne. Meads quick kick forward. Salmon's onto it.
And that's the game plan of the Hawks. Keep the pressure on, make them kick quickly, because we know that there's Paul Salmon in the wall in defence.
Crawford, gee, the back turn, he went to ground. It was a big play. Polton's got hold of it for Port Adelaide. Nobody really to kick it to. And mark taken by Hay.
We haven't seen Port Adelaide under this sort of pressure as they've made their way to the grand final, and the Hawks clearly, from a game plan point of view, well on top.
Well, they're just persisting and getting it forward as quickly as they possibly can. A kick out of that congestion has scored a behind for the Hawks coming from Daniel Chick. And you just never know when a hack like, look at this. If he stands up and controls the footy, it could have been player of the night there by Crawford. Unfortunately not able to keep his footing, and the ball slipping away.
Good start too, Shane Crawford. Good scalp getting Nathan Eagleton off the ground, his direct opponent. He is a match winner.
Francis, the kick in, two centre-half back, still there. Franco, Taylor, good pressure provided there by Barlow. Franco's hand pass missed its target. Hassel kicked it forward. Chance for Chick. Onto it, can't get the ball clear. Daniels does well. Oh, terrific tackle by Cox. Oh, great stuff by the Hawks on their forward line. Just to hold up the Port Adelaide defence, trying to clear the ball away. Hawthorn lead 21-2, and that young fella can hold his head high. Watch this tackle. Bang! Beautiful stuff by Cox. Now, what's happened here? There's been another rush behind to Hawthorn. They're second in the last 30 seconds.
Tell you what, Jared Polton can hold his head high too. He put his hands where a lot of players wouldn't a moment ago. It was a good sign for both those clubs. So Lord snapping and missing. He's having plenty of it. Port just needs something to happen. They're only 3 goals behind. It's not a whole lot, but they need something to happen.
Just having a look at Adrian Cox, he's got immense talent. We saw him play in the opening match against Fremantle. Exquisite skills, knows where the goals are, but just looks as if he's down a little bit on aerobic fitness, and Ken Judge will probably use him in bursts.
Wilson to Paul. Paul, the inclusion tonight to Burgoyne. Burgoyne to Polton. Quickly on. Kingsley back to Polton. Pressure, in trouble. Gone. Just lost it in the end. The Hawks are being fierce. Taylor at centre wing. long and low to centre half forward to Holland. Cox, chip, can't quite get through. Terrific effort at the back there by Wilson it was to hold him up. Port scramble it out to Paul. Was it out of bounds on the full? No, boundary throw-in. 22-2.
This is where Port Adelaide just fallen down a bit now. I think they've been tested tonight. The last 3 weeks they haven't. Tonight they have, and it's going to be interesting to see how they finish up with the game.
Well, we haven't had any rain of any significance fall for a little while, so maybe the conditions drying out a little might help Port Adelaide. They're under pressure back there. Wanganeen goes to ground, and quickly up though, hit the ground for a split second, back up again. And he's tried to lead by example. He had a tremendous amount of the football in the first quarter. The ball in the left forward pocket for Hawthorn in front of a sizable crowd here for the grand final of the night competition. Barlow not able to get through. Now there's a chance for Johnny Hassel. Awkward kicking style, and not what he would have desired. Maybe out on the full. It's going to be a kick to Port Adelaide anyway, because Paxman had taken the mark. Kicks it forward. Taken here by Mead. He's deep in his own defence. Still inside his defensive 50, Darren Mead. 22 plays 2. 3 goals for Hawthorn. Kicked by Holland, and Lord has kicked 2. Krogh at the back. Richard Taylor gives away a little bit of meterage. Treadray in the action, just gets his left foot to it, goes up towards the half-forward line, taken here by McCabe. He kicks it long and high, no-nonsense footy by the Hawks, punched away back there by Poole. Franco for Port Adelaide, good kick, and Lyle onto the ground and into the action. Braden Lyle, important possession gatherer for Port Adelaide in the middle of the ground. The toss it up and Taylor marks safely on his chest.
We haven't seen much of Port Adelaide crossing from one side of the ground to the other, which they've done so effectively, and I think that's once again due credit to the pressure of the Hawks. Haven't been able to get themselves steady.
Kingsley good take after Mead got it away. Dickey in trouble, just took one stride too much. Crawford cut him off. Vandenberg can't get clear of his man. It's a good contest everywhere at the moment. Due back on. It's Mark Williams, captain of Collingwood. A couple of Copeland medals at Collingwood as their best and fairest. Celebrate a career, both at home and away. Burgoyne, chip kick to Treadray. Treadray wanting it to sit. They need a goal desperately. He's in trouble. Disorientated almost. An absolute waste in the end. Lyle with also Barlow. Back to Treadray. Treadray inboard. Hard ball here for Burgoyne. Not a good option from Treadray. He's wasted a couple. And Crow belts it away. Symbolic, that bit of play. Hawthorn long and direct. Port fiddling. Well done by Mead. Back to Wanganeen. Wanganeen sits on it, waits. Franco was turned the wrong way. Taken there by the Hawks. Pushed forward by Lloyd, who's come onto the ground. Back to Mead. Mead controls it well. This is better. To Lyle. To half forward. Treadray, Chalmers. Also Salmon, who keeps filling the hole. Graham slaps it back. Good take on the up there by Hassel, was it? Handball okay. Cut off there by Port Adelaide. Can't quite Kingsley. Ridden into the ground. McCabe, free kick going to Hawthorn. Advantage given, the Hawks are away.
Lloyd's kick finds Robert. Robert on his own at right half forward. Gets back onto the left side. Kicks effectively, but Paxman judged it a little better there than Nick Holland. And Paxman has taken the mark. Not quite back to full back. Paxman's kick out towards centre wing. Nearly a good effort out there by, is it Lekis? And he does well to get back and receive the hand pass. Again, a no-nonsense kick. High and direct towards Holland. Ball spills to the front. Lloyd bumped beautifully there by Schofield, but kept his concentration on the footy. McCabe for Hawthorn. Now Schofield again. He's going to get run down. No. Hand pass away to Dickey. Oh, terrific smother. Now that is the percentage football that has taken Hawthorn this far and might see them win another night premiership. Tony Woods on screen. Daniel Harford both having a rest on the bench, and that was great footy by Lekis.
That's just fantastic, Robbo. It's just a team-building part of the game, that is, and quite see that the confidence just goes sky high. Fantastic to see.
Taylor getting plenty of it. Wanganeen couldn't hold it. Gets back. Crawford and Wanganeen. That's a marquee matchup. Little kick away by Mead. Doesn't go far. Wanganeen, well done. And around the body. Doesn't find the target. Lloyd there, boundary throw in.
Robbo mentioned the no-nonsense a couple of times. That's what Hawthorn are doing better. They're just getting it, they're going along. Port Adelaide are worried there's too many moves. They've tried about 4 or 5 different forwards, and they really just have to get back to pretty basic football.
That was Ken Judge a moment ago. Franco's had his hands on it a fair bit. Treleven's with him. Franco forced towards the line, and Hawthorn will be pretty happy with all of this.
Bruce, we've seen some
forcing
terrific
him
stuff
out.
tonight. Sorry, Bruce, we've seen some terrific stuff. Crowe's mark, Adrian Cox's tackle, of course, that smother here. And that's the sort of things that conditions like tonight can win a game of football for you.
Bruce, looking down the Port forward line, you've got Treadray and Chalmers and no small men. Now, how are they going to get goals with two tall guys under wet conditions? I would be getting Wanganeen, there they are, and you can see Chalmers. It's come down 2 or 3 times, and Graham, there he is. Mark Graham being far too quick for Chalmers. They need a little bloke that's quick and clever down there. I'd go bite the ball, put Wanganeen down there.
Peter McKenna, we saw Tony Woods a moment ago. Crawford's got it. He had a hamstring problem, Woods. Couldn't play in the last match. He looks like he might have a problem again tonight. Dipper will check on that. Crawford's kicked to centre half forward to Dixon. Lord was in the front and square position. Polton's hot handball taken by Lyle. Lyle kicks to centre wing. Important ball here.
Well, he's had a couple of possessions, Braden Lyle, and he might be the player that can spark Port Adelaide. So good, this guy, Schofield. Little kick, not well directed. Crowe doing a good job. He's standing tall, Trent Crowe. Out to Barlow. Very good vision. Great running support by Hassel. Hassel into the middle of the ground, a little too high for McCabe. Onto it again was Hassel to try and make up for a slight error that he made with that kick. And the ball knocked up by Josh Franco. And he's going to be penalised for not moving it on. And if you look bemused, Josh, I think quite a few Port Adelaide fans might as well. Hawthorn to kick to within scoring distance. Lord again tries to unselfishly tap it on. Maybe looking for a little bit too much finesse there, Aaron Lord. It doesn't quite work.
Bruce, Wanganeen has gone. No, Robbo, Wanganeen has gone to full forward as I suggested, and exactly what they needed, a bit of brilliance in the square.
Terrific stuff, Peter. Well done and well spotted, well predicted. Gavin Wanganeen in screen there. Crawford back there with him. By gee whiz, they've got to get the ball to him though, and they're having trouble doing that. Hawks working overtime on their forward line, just to lock it up and give their forwards a measly chance at another goal. They lead 22-2.
The Hawthorn bench, I have checked with Tony Woods. He's okay, Bruce, so he'll be ready to come back on any time.
Thanks, Dipper. Good news for the Hawks. Lloyd ridden into the ground. Too high, free kick within 20 metres of goal.
Gee, this is a bonus, isn't it?
Well, I think they went a bit stiff, the Hawks, not to have had a couple of holding the ball decisions paid their way. Umpire seeming to have different definitions depending on what area of the ground it is. But, well, this one there, it is pretty clear over the shoulder, bit of in the back. Just needs to convert.
Brad Lloyd to kick from about 20 metres. Angle's pretty tight. So that shot from the other end of the ground. This would give Hawthorn a terrific advantage. He's careful with it, very careful, and misses. Just tried to guide it rather than kick through it. But the Hawks in control. They've had 8 scoring shots to 2. It's 23-2, very short. Dickey's got hold of it from Francis.
You can see the 50-metre arc there in front of Donald Dickey, so still deep in Hawthorn's full forward area. Hooks the kick out wide. And that's a mark. Well done by Treleven. He's been pretty quiet by his standards. Just his 4th possession. Back to Robran. Robran's left foot kick. Player in good position there was Chick. Dickey throws himself on the footy and locks it up for Port Adelaide across their half-back line.
Well, there's a bit of talent going to waste just at the moment out of the play up in the Hawks forward line and Port Adelaide's forward line. Crawford versus Wanganeen, the two skippers matching up and 180 yards from the play.
Dickey kicks it clear of that pack of 3 or 4 players, finds the safety. There's Wanganeen and Crawford, way back there in the Port Adelaide goal square. And the football is 180 metres away at the other end of the ground. 23 plays too, just goals to the Hawks so far. Good smother, terrific smother, that might have been Harford. And kicked high by Francis, touched off the boot maybe, close to the line. And it's knocked over in the finish by Paxman for a boundary throw-in.
Deep in Hawthorn's attacking half. Holland, first goal of the match. Paxman works to the front, just pushes towards the line. Burgoyne, Kingsley, he was out of play when he got his foot to the footy. So again, a boundary throw-in.
Bruce, Porter brought another small man down with Wanganeen, Nick Stevens.
Interesting handball, that one.
Yep, that was Franco's little give a moment ago. Peter McKenna telling us about the changes to Port's forward line, restructuring. Holland. Just wonder at the moment how they're going to get it there. Perhaps we're about to find out. Franco's little kick. Lord. Clever. Found some space.